Hi everyone, thank you all for joining. We'll take a look at a few of these artifacts here in the rain. It's not raining right now, but it did. And that really helps to show a lot of the color. You can see how the jawline of this interpretive stone art is done. It's kind of interpret it as you will. I think it's really pretty. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna take this artifact with its other half over there, and we're going to put them back together. I'll show you the stone a little better though. Look at that. Some of this stuff you might not be able to see just yet. Of course, you can see the beautiful color here, how these prehistoric birds are emblazoned on this clay pottery. There is actually a carving for a face facing this way as well. This is a piece of clay, as you know. And we ended up putting a lot of our artifacts out here. Let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. So this and this go together, and we'll piece them back together so that you guys can see how these shale artifacts go. There are actually more sections to this inside of it. An example of the weird style of the art. This is a mammoth here as well. It's probably a human mammoth. And this is a follow-up to the video about the shale artifacts and how they are put together and how they're made. So just might have to use your imaginations a little bit, but for the archaeological evidence, you guys can see how these are carved pieces of clay. Looking closer into the details for the eye, you can see how the little markings are there. It's really amazing. And this one as well has some more sheets in it that can come out. But it's falling apart even as we just hold it and handle it. But every sheet has more images on it, and every side has another image on it as well. Very fascinating. So I'll take this one and this one here, and we'll put them together real quick. So here we have our big mammoth, and of course he has this removable ear. Many of you guys have seen that before. So when we tilt it around and look at it from different views, you can see how the ear can pop out and flap. So of course this is the mammoth eye and the hump with the trunk down there. All the colors on here, you can see the blues, the pinks, the reds. And this piece goes right on top of it. So let's see if we can't put this back together. We have this bird head here pointing to the right. Of course, you can see the big black circle eye and the beak with that, you know, the round beak and the bird's head there, of course. And I want to make sure that I fit this piece in here correctly because I don't want to smash anything up. But this in its own right is a effigy. If you look closely, you can see how there's just a little face put onto that. And again, those napped straight edges for the people who want to see archaeological evidence. It's there. It's very apparent and very obvious with these. It's as sharp as a knife. So, the way that they created the stuff is kind of a mystery, but we have some ideas on how they did it. And I'll have to put the camera down just to put everything back together. All right, so here's the entire image. We will notice right off the bat how we have a ridge eye right here and how the human silhouette will come out on this side. I'll zoom back out for you guys so you can see the whole thing. all this beautiful purple color, these black markings here, and how geometric it is. And if we look closely at these lines, we can see that there are still some more layers to take off. So we'll start off by peeling that off. And that's where our mammoth comes out. So they hid the art so that the colors and everything would stay preserved. Birds and mammoths are the flavor of the day for these Paleolithic people. You can see these beautiful lines. I think it's just really fantastic to be able to research this stuff with you guys and talk about it. As we move this around, we can flip it over here and see what other carvings and markings might be on this. It's a little tough to see some of the stuff on this side, but let's go ahead and put our ear back before we lose it. So there are also humans, and if we look closely, we can see how this painting is actually resembling a large eye. So you can see how the pupil of it would be that white spot, and perhaps this little crack or indentation is the mouth. And here, looking at this bird, give you a close-up look at all of the color there. It's really pretty. Especially after it's gotten wet, I think that it's a little bit easier to see all the color that way. And each one of these little pieces, they are their own effigies as well. And what just looks like black is actually several different colors. So, appreciate you guys hanging out and exploring this one with me. We're going to perhaps take this one back inside because I think it's really important. This is one of the better purple artifacts that has a lot of this undeniable archaeological evidence. So they can prove that it was man-made. They might not be able to prove the art, but they could prove that it was man-made with these tool marks. And I had to take a lot of these out because they have bugs in them, of course, after they were unearthed. But looking closely at these clay pottery pieces, we always wonder, where are the art pieces of these ancient Americans? And they're everywhere. It's just that we don't recognize them yet. And just real quick to show you the tool marks again, the archaeological evidence of these finger marks, where you can see how these thumb marks were just put into here to carve this out. So this is much like the one that we were just looking at, are these little characters of birdmen. We say it a lot on the channel, but indigenous groups still dress up like the bird today. And these same characters show up in the stone art. You guys can't see the art. You probably won't be able to see this one yet, but you'll be able to tell that there's something going on with all of these stone totems that we find from ancient America. So thank you all for joining, and let me know if you guys want to see more of the yard. We have a lot of great artifacts out here, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Thank you.